Charles Spurgeon once said, "It's not how much we have, but how much we enjoy that makes us happy." I dare say most of us can relate to that. I know that as I put more years behind me, I find that I appreciate what I have a lot more than I used to. And I make a better effort to enjoy those things I have before they're gone from me. The time I have with my wife, the moments that my kids actually want to hang out with me, even the ability to comfort my friends. All these things, they mean so much more to me now than they used to. And as such, also make me a lot happier. But I know, like the rest of this world, that these things are temporary. And whether you believe in God or not, most people agree that this life is temporary. And these things that we have, they're one day going to be gone. But in his Sermon on the Mount, Jesus shares what we call the Beatitudes. He makes statements such as, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted," and so on and so forth. And those statements, they're directed to the one whose life is given over to God. They're directed to the believer. And the believer in Christ, the believer in God is blessed because God is working in and through them. And to them, in every scenario, God promises that they will one day receive what it is that they truly seek in full. And it's after he makes all of these statements that he finally says, "Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven." See, Jesus tells those who believe that they can be happy. And they're to rejoice because they look to the bigger things. They look to the final goal, to that time when they will be genuinely human in his presence. And by this faith, we can secure our eternal happiness, knowing that that's in something that will not perish, something that's not going to fade away. But listen and consider this. As I read the Beatitudes, I can't help but consider that there's another aspect of happiness to be found there as well. The blessed, the person whom God works in and through, that person is characterized by the passages found there. That the believer is the poor in spirit. That is, they're humble, they're not proud, they seek more of God. They're the mourner. That is, that they're the person who feels pain, they feel loss, and because of that, they can empathize with others. They are the meek. They are the ones who may have power, but they keep it under control. They are the ones who are hungry for righteousness. That is, the one who seeks more of Christ-likeness. They are the merciful. The one who gives of themselves, they don't have to. They're the pure of heart, the one who seeks the gifts of God for others. They're the peacemakers, those who sacrifice for lasting relationships. And finally, they are those who are persecuted for righteousness. That is, their love for others is greater than the fear of the world. Be happy in these things, says Jesus. Yes, because you seek something greater, but also because it means that you're reflecting the image of God into this world out of a love for the Creator and out of a love for your fellow humanity. So maybe part of enjoying what we have, at least for the Christian, should mean finding happiness in our ability to bring happiness to others. So be real, love genuinely, and happiness will always be found. That's something worth considering.